Petitions to the king. Governor Montiano was so impressed with the performance of Captain Menendez's fighters as well as that of the Spanish militia that he wrote the King of Spain to commend the troops. He went beyond this and wrote a special commendation praising Francisco Menendez for his extraordinary valor in battle and bravery during dangerous reconnaissance missions. He stated that distinguished himself in the establishment and cultivation of Mose to improve the settlement, doing all he could do so that the rest of his subjects, following his example, would apply themselves to work and to learn good customs. While the governor's praise was quite a compliment, it did not provide the reward Menendez felt he had earned. So he petitioned the king in an effort to receive a salary. He wrote, requesting a fair regard for loyalty, zeal, and love I have always demonstrated in the royal service, in the encounters with the enemies, as well as in the effort and care with which I have worked to repair 2 bastions on the defense line of this plaza, being pleased to do it, although it advanced my poverty, and I have continually been in arms and assisted in the maintenance of the bastions without the least royal expense, despite the scarcity in which this presidio always exists, especially on this occasion. Receiving no response, he filed a second petition. Several months later, he wrote both of his petitions in Spanish and signed his name with a flourish. After a year of waiting for a response, Menendez decided on another plan. He would go to sea as a corsair or pirate. He would sail first to Havana, Cuba, and from there to Spain. Menendez hoped that once he reached Spain, he would be able to get an audience with King Philip V and convince the monarch to reward him for his services. He began his journey by boarding a corsair ship in St. Augustine and taking a commission as a privateer. Piracy on the high seas was an accepted practice during this time. The prizes captured by British and Spanish privateer ships brought badly needed funds to their respective governments. St. Augustine had not received government subsidies for a number of years and encouraged piracy. These ships were manned by volunteers, some from the free black community. Although Spain welcomed their service, if they were captured, the British assumed they were slaves and sold them. In July 1741, Menendez was captured by the British ship Revenge. When his captors realized that he was in fact the captain of the company that retook Mose from General Oglethorpe, they took revenge. They tied him to a gun and gave him 200 lashes, pickled him in brine, and threatened even more serious bodily harm. When the Revenge landed in the Bahamas, its commander, Benjamin Norton, stood to make a large profit. He argued in Admiralty Court that Menendez should be sold as a prize of war. The court agreed, and Menendez was sold into slavery once again. what happened to him between the years of 1741 and 1751 is a mystery. But somehow, by 1752, he was back in charge of Fort Mose.